Okay, you good?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, I'd like to talk to y'all tonight about simply how to coach a winning team. I want to talk to you about tips for coaching a winning team here tonight. No one says that any coach is perfect or has the perfect way to build the perfect team. What I offer is simply tips for anyone seeking to coach a team and to help form that team into a winning manner. What's the first tip? First tip is simply show your belief in the team. The height of your success is determined by the depth of your belief. If you believe in your team, they're going to do things for you, and it's going to be wonderful. Another thing is to compliment your team. Compliment them always. We've seen so many coaches that berate their players, that just say negative things all the times to their players. You need to compliment it. You need to find something in order to always talk positive to your athletes. It doesn't matter what the team is. You need to talk to them, compliment them always. Mark Twain once said, "I could live for 2 months on a good compliment." And if you keep complimenting, your kids are going to perform wonderful things. Another thing is to never show doubt in your team. Never do it. We all know that faith can move mountains, but doubt can create them. I saw a rival coach one time in swimming talking to his team at the aquatic center, and he was mentioning about, well, I don't think we have the numbers to win the county this year, but I think we can. And as soon as he said that, boom, those kids shut down. That was it. They weren't going to be performing to their best of their abilities. You need to always show confidence in them. Never doubt them at all. Another tip is simply to build them up from within. Bob Nelson once said that you get the best efforts from others, not by lighting a fire underneath them, but by lighting a fire within them. If you get in there, you build up their spirit, you build up their confidence, you boost them up. It's going to be tremendous what you see from them. Ara Parsegan once said, "A good coach will make his players see what they can be rather than what they really are." Lindsay Smith was a swimmer who swam for me for her high school years, and she graduated in 2009. She sent me a note when she graduated saying, plain and simple, "If it wasn't for you, Coach Mead, if it wasn't for you and what you did, building in your spirit within me, building the desire within me to win, I wouldn't have achieved it." Lindsay is an individual state champion in Georgia High School, besides being a member of 2 state title-winning teams. Another tip is to simply love your team. Love them. Show passion for them. Show them that they mean something to you. Bobby Dodd once said, "Either love your players or get out coaching." So true. You got to show passion. You got to show that they mean something to you, that your team means something within your heart. Show your love to them. Show your passion. Finally, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to show yourself during even the tough times. We're all going to have tough times. That's for sure. It happens. It's life. Bear Bryant once said, "In a crisis, don't hide behind anybody or anything. They're going to find you anyway." So true. In 2005, the team that I coached won the state title. In 2006, I made a big mistake when I made it back to the state meet with the girls. I fell under the spell of just, hey, we're just going to show up. We're the reigning state champions. We're going to just take it. Everyone's, oh, there's Lassiter, and we're going to win by name only. After the preliminary round of the state meet, we were 19th in the ranking. That's right, 19th. The defending state champions were 19th. I made a mistake. I fell in just like all the rest, just thinking we'll just show up and they'll give it to us. Yeah, don't do that. We did finish 13th, but it was one of the lowest that Lassiter has ever finished for many years, period. I learned from that mistake. I learned good things that came out of those mistakes. You got to be able to stand up and just learn from that. The great philosopher Rocky Balboa once said, it doesn't matter if you get knocked down. It's what do you do after you get knocked down? That's what counts. I hope these tips have been helpful for you all tonight in your coaching efforts as you go out. Again, it doesn't matter what the team is. It doesn't matter what it is. If you look at these tips, if you apply them, be always encouraging, believe in your team, love your team, build up the fire within them, compliment them. If you incorporate some and all of these tips, I promise you, your team are going to be made up of a bunch of winners. Your team are going to be athletes who are just going to strive to do better and better because they look at you as a coach. I like to tell one final story and closing here. Courtney Soselski was one of my swimmers. She just graduated this past May. And she swam for me all 4 years. She's been a part of the state title winning team these last 3 years. She's one of the best swimmers I've ever coached, period. Courtney said in a note to me at the end of the year that, Coach Meaden, it simply wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for your belief in us, your support of us, your cheerleading us, and always loving us. It works, folks. I appreciate the time that I have with you tonight. I hope again that you are able to incorporate those tips, and I wish you good luck in your coaching endeavors. Thank you.